In this video, we're going to talk about the stylistic changes to the gEAR interface. We're going to spend some time talking about the new landing page, or My Workspace dashboard. Spend a little bit talking about the navigation bar here on the left-hand side, and then I'm going to go through a couple of the other modules to show the changes that have occurred for those. This tutorial will not focus on how to perform some of the analyses, but more just the stylistic changes that have occurred on the gEAR. So to start here at the top of the My Workspace dashboard, again, this is our new landing page. So when you type in thegEAR.org, this is where you'll land. We have a set of guides here at the top, and these are here to help you work through the functionality and help you perform different analyses on the gEAR. I do want to point out in the top right hand corner, if you have not signed up yet, this is where you can sign up. And if you do have an account already, feel free to sign in. If you're already signed in, I just want to show the user profile section. Here you can update your settings, your email, institution. You can update your password. We do have a colorblind mode, and then you can toggle whether or not you want to receive gEAR updates. One thing I want to mention on the colorblind mode is we are looking at, in the future, implementing themes. So you can change coloristic stylings to fit your individual preferences. So we're going to come back to the My Workspace dashboard. Here in the center, we have our gene expression search. So this is the same expression search to look at genes in a dataset collection, or if you're familiar with the previous gEAR, they were called profiles. You can also use gene lists now in an easier fashion than before. Before we called these gene carts, but now these are a nice, easy to navigate drop-down menu. And same goes for the dataset collections in a drop-down menu as well. Nice, easy to navigate menu. At the bottom, if you are signed in as a user, actions that you've performed recently will be listed here. You can see the category that they fall under, a snippet of what the action actually was, the date that it occurred with a timestamp as well. And then on the left-hand side is an export button, so this will actually take you back to what you were previously doing. On the left-hand side here is the navigation menu. This is brand new to the gEAR, and this allows the users to quickly move between modules. This will follow you from page to page, and it allows you to jump between different analyses a lot faster than how you could on the previous gEAR iteration. Under our Explore setting, we have gene expression, the projection tool, and datasets. Under Analyze, single cell workbench, comparison tool, both the single gene and multi-gene curator, and the EpiViz panel designer. Under Manage, we have dataset collections, gene lists, and also the dataset uploader. So if you have new datasets, please feel free to upload them. And we have a simplified way to upload datasets now. Support. So if you need further assistance beyond any of our guides, if you click on the help section, this will take you to our wiki, and this will help you dive into further text-based solutions to answering some questions. But if you have any further questions, or if you have any problems you're facing or bugs, please feel free to click on this feedback form, fill it out, and we will get back in touch with you. Likewise, if you have enhancements that you're looking for from the gEAR, please feel free to submit a ticket. We'll get back to you and talk about whether or not we're able to implement that in the future. Finally, at the bottom, there is our citation, so you can quickly copy this and add it to any manuscript you're working on. Another nice feature of the navigation bar is if you click on this little arrow, it will collapse down to just the icons. So this is as you get more familiar with each of the icons and know what they stand for, you can collapse this down. Or if you just need more real estate, you can collapse it down. If at any point you forget what the icon stood for, you can just hover over the icon and it'll show a text of what that tool is. One last feature I want to talk about on the navigation menu, and you can't really tell here, but if I jump over to, let's say, the single gene displays, and I click on the gear icon, it'll take you back to the My Workspace dashboard. So you can either click on My Workspace dashboard, or you can click on the gear icon, and both will take you back to the landing page. A couple other changes I want to talk about. So let's go to datasets. Previously, when you would go into the dataset menu, you would be greeted by each dataset with a series of options that could be utilized to edit your dataset. Here, we decided to go with to start a text base of all a table base, excuse me, of each of the datasets, and it provides information on each dataset, who owns it, what kind of data it is, and the date it was added. And you can filter this and sort it as needed. Filters are on the left hand side, the sort is up top. If you want to go into the expanded menu where you have options for each dataset, here you can click on the list view compact and it'll open that up so that you can edit any dataset you own. You can share different datasets, or you can add or subtract them from dataset collections. There is another menu for the list view expanded, and this just gives the long description along with some of the other information, like where the dataset collection is found. Another change comes in all of our analysis menus. So if you go to, let's say, single gene displays, you'll see here that we actually have a bunch of drop down menus, and this works you through how to create a new single gene display or copy one that was previously utilized. And these menus actually are very similar between each of our analysis modules so that you can be more familiar of how to work through them, and it's not learning each tool individually and also learning its styling. You already know the styling, you just need to know how to utilize the tool. And like I said, guides are on each of the pages that you will utilize so that you can click on that guide and it'll help you work through it. And those are the stylistic changes that have happened to the GEAR interface. So thank you for your time.